So, I wanted to do this video, basically, a hypergamous channel mentioned it. I don't really like her channel like that. She is way too much into femininity for me. She always hates women like me because I'm more of a masculine woman, I guess you could say. And so, I just don't like her channel like that. But she was specifically talking more like about pickmes, women who attack other women, basically, to look better in the eyes of a man, basically. And pygmies do this all the time because, well, they don't have a self-esteem, They see themselves very negatively, and they don't feel that they are even worth judging themselves. They can't even give an opinion on how they feel about themselves because they are that worthless. So they have to use male validation to mask the fact that they feel like they are insignificant. So, to me, it's only natural and it's only normal for a pygmy to go after another woman on her looks, on her age, and whatnot. That's what women do who are insecure with themselves. I mean, you don't do that when you're happy with what you have. What's the point? There's no need to attack someone that you already feel is you don't want to be, basically. The only reason someone does it, for one, is because they find them to be a threat, and they want others to feel that that person is inferior and less than them in one way or another, so then these men can see that woman as more valuable than the woman she's putting down. So, usually pygmies, if you really take away their attention-seeking behavior, who are they? And what are they is exactly what they feel about themselves. Insignificant, nothing, and basically someone who is just wasting space. Because if you can't have an opinion of yourself, if you can't have a self-image, you can't have a self-esteem about yourself, and you need someone else to give you validation, and you can only really shape-shift yourself into being what other people want, but you can't actually be who you want to be, who you really are, then you obviously don't value yourself as a person, or as a person with feelings, or as a person who has an opinion of their own. You're not an individual, basically. You're like a little puppet or something. I didn't mean puppet, but I meant, well, basically, my mother would always describe Play-Doh husbands, like my aunt's husband, for example, as a puppy. But I always think puppy with partners more so means a man. So that's why I said puppet. I mean, with an E-T-T-E at the end. Anyway. So basically I'm saying that this person is a very moldable person. It's a weak person. It's a person who basically does not seem to think they have value outside of men valuing them. Without men, they might jump off a cliff. We don't know. They might feel like, they are nobody altogether. Because that's how they treat themselves. That's how they act. That's how they act, like how men are the most important people. And their opinion is the most important of them. Even men they don't want. Even men they're not attracted to. Even men who basically, if a man wants a woman who is thin, who is tall, who is attractive, and he is short, fat, old, and, not attractive at all, they won't notice that, basically. They'll recognize that a man preferred them. A man liked them. A man valued them. It doesn't even matter who that man is. You see how they view women and you see how they value men. Since they are a woman, quite clearly they completely devalue themselves as a woman. They don't see themselves as having any value unless a man puts value to that woman. A man should not feel that way about a woman, should he? Should he feel like, I'm only valuable based off of if a woman values me? I don't think he should. I think he should have his own self-esteem. Just like a woman is a human being who should have a value to herself, whether a man feels a certain way towards her or not. It doesn't matter. It's irrespective of what men think. She should have some kind of value to herself. She should have some kind of self-esteem to herself. And pick-mes are empty. They don't have that. And so that's why you have pick-mes who will attack other women for their looks, their age, if they have children, and so forth. But in reality, the one with the problem is the one who doesn't value themselves at all and looks to other people to place a value on them. And, I just think that pick-mes like that, they need some help. They need some therapy. They need to, just think you're important too, and what you think is important too. So don't just think of yourself as basically nothing. So, yeah, that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and bye.